Alright, so I'm gonna do a video now about another book in the Illuminati's work. That is the great work. That those people that find it and find the Illuminati, they will definitely find the answers to existence. They will find the knowledge to everything you could ever want to know. Like that's what um, finding out who the enlightened ones does to you. Not you know leading you into like a dark realm where you hear the word Illuminati and then you are taken into the darkness. About all the bad corruption and the adrenochrome and people killing people, babies and stuff. All the darkness is actually what the word the Illuminati is centered around, and the elites have actually done that on purpose. Because when you actually find the Illuminati and are able to get through the barriers that are set up to keep you from getting to the actual secret society that is opposing the elite. That's who the Illuminati are. That's who all the people that are involved in conspiracy theories, all the people that are involved in truthers, everybody is actually trying to find out who the Illuminati are. And then actually join with them, because the Illuminati know what is going on. And that's part of the Armageddon conspiracy. So, what I'm doing as definitely part of being one of the Illuminati is the mission of getting out this knowledge, of the secret societies. The Illuminati being the creator of them all. But all the other ones got corrupted by man and stuff, and then used in evil ways. But the Illuminati, the Pythagorean Illuminati, are actually the ones that have not been corrupted, and they have come out. In 2012 is when they came out. Everything is mathematically, you know, done, and for a reason, because things are unfolding a certain way from something that already is, like a future that already is, that is going on, that's affecting the present time right now, which is why which is the one of the theories for the Mandela effect, which leads me to, the next book I'm going to be getting into is The Bible Predicts the Mandela Effect. Why the Mandela Effect is part of God's great plan. And there are 270 books by the Illuminati, each one talking about something different, but each one of those things being groundbreaking, revolutionary things, and that I actually do not hear anyone else talking about besides the Illuminati and cults that have actually taken the Illuminati's work and used it to start a cult, like Morgue Official, that guy, the guy doing Neogenian like stuff, and he's actually he's giving Gnosticism out. It's which Gnosticism presented into the masses would be accepted as a new religion, but it's actually not new. It's old, and that's what the Templars, the Freemasons, all the secret societies. That's the religion that they actually hold, and that's any soul can become God. That's the basis of it. And this is what the elite know. This is what the secret societies know. The God that you choose to become is definitely dependent on your soul's progression through lifetimes and stuff. And this is part of everything, because you know I obviously believe in reincarnation, because I know I've done this before and I'm doing it again in this lifetime, except it's in a different time, in a different body, because I found the Illuminati and then I realized how reality works. And like with the working of souls and minds coming into bodies, occupying bodies, avatars in a dimensional space-time, from an actual another space that exists outside of space-time, where minds and souls exists, in a dimensionless reality that actually projects into this one, and they are actually merged. And like just that understanding is actually part of understanding the grand unified theory of everything, how these two different realities are actually merged. And oh man, the Illuminati have done so much to explain how science and the church and all the paradigm that's accepted by consciousness is not the way the way that reality works. And that's obviously what souls are coming into this world knowing, and that's what they're trying to stop from happening, with all the mind control and brainwashing and all of that. The old world order are doing this. They're trying to stop souls from coming in here knowing what's going on, like with how you create reality, how you are God. With your thoughts, you create matter. You know what I'm saying? Because your mind, this is the Cartesian dualism, is that you are projecting a mind into this physical reality. But if they have this whole physical reality just jacked up, you're gonna be through what is called like Fourier mathematics and sinusoidal waves. You're sending back and forth, and if they're able to affect your physical reality, that's going to be affecting your spiritual reality and your connection with the divine. And so being in a body, because the Illuminati explain how it is that we inhabit these bodies like a drone pilot, except because we're actually controlling our bodies from a separate space, this dimensionless space, outside of space and time, where our souls exist and inhabit these bodies. And that's actually what the Illuminati explain on how the nature of reality is. Yeah. And there's so much, like, it's so funny because I was gonna start this book, but I just started talking about what I started talking about, like souls and how they inhabit bodies, and how it's actually from a place outside of space and time, which is the realm of God. That's what it's all about. Obviously, is understanding God, and I always like when I do these videos and stuff, I don't really talk about the same thing. I may talk about like things over and over again, but it's because I'm trying to just drive those points home in explaining this ancient religion. So, this is the Bible predicts the Mandela effect. Why the Mandela effect is part of God's great plan. And I'm gonna make these videos 30 minutes, but they could be forever. I could inevitably make these videos just doing chapter after chapter, talking about what I am reading, which I'm doing. That's obviously part of my project, like writing books. Also, right now I'm writing another book that's going to be an ebook. That's because I wrote my first book, The Son of the Morning, and now I'm writing my second book, and that's called The Illuminati. So this book is actually part of the conspiracy theory series that the Illuminati wrote, because they have written different series. They wrote the Illuminati series, the God series, the anti-Christian series, the conspiracy theory series. There's different series that they write of books, written by different authors that actually are part of one collective. That is the Illuminati. That is actually 6,000 souls that they actually reveal in their book. And they're not. This is not a joke. This is not like a speculation. Like, no. This is actually what is actually going on. So that's what this whole purpose of this work was that they're doing, is to enlighten people and get more people to be part of this organization in society, so we can change the world, because they do actually hold the knowledge and the secret of the Grail of of how to become God. So all of these books are written by people that have definitely become God. Definitely on that path. And the fact that there are multiple ones actually coincides with the fact that monotheistic. There is not just one God. There are many, and we are each gods that are creating actually this experience of matter that we experience from an immaterial space existence outside of space-time, where our souls and minds exist, and projecting matter into this material space-time dimension that creates matter. So mind creates matter, which is what science doesn't acknowledge. So all of what our scientist says is wrong. Yes, they include mathematics in their explanations. Yes, they include, like, empiricism is what they use, like what you can see, and then apply mathematics to that. But what about what you can't see? And that's what actually imaginary numbers and zero and infinity bring into the paradigm of acknowledging, like, the unseen and the seen, and which is what science doesn't do, is acknowledge zero and infinity, which is what the Illuminati's paradigm does, which acknowledges imaginary numbers, which helps explain the Illuminati's explanation of a six-dimensional cosmology of the universe, which is they call it 6DI, which is different from the science's M theory, which is what science is working out right now. All the scientists, all the Nobel Peace Prize, all the people that aren't accepting mind which spirituality, you can include spirituality in mind and soul. But this is not what they're acknowledging, because they are empiricists and they only can go on what they can see. So M theory is basically based on that, but the Illuminati's six-dimensional theory on cosmology, which they wrote a book about, definitely explains the unseen and the seen, the world of mind and the world of matter. So, where am I? 16 minutes. I'm going to make each one of these 30 minutes long. It's crazy that I've made the other ones like an hour long. Like, I know, like, for people, I mean, actually, people could just zone out to me talking, because I'm going to talk forever. Because I'm revealing, like definitely, like, 270 books of information at once. Because, for anyone that's finding this, they're not going to have, like, the knowledge of all the books, like, because I've gone through all of them. And, this is like definitely a sped up version of Illumination for those that find it, because I'm going through concepts of things that you only get, like, access to through earning, like, higher degrees, through what the mystery religions, which is what the mystery religions are about, is earning, like, growth through degrees, which is actually what Manly P. Hall explains. That's why he's explaining Freemasonry. There's a lecture called Growth Through Degrees, which does explain, the degrees, and, like, what Freemasonry is all about, building, creation, that, like, your God. That's what Freemasonry is teaching people, but that got corrupted. But its original inception was not something evil. It was actually created by the Illuminati, the Pythagorean Illuminati, to be able to raise people up, to be able to put them in positions of power, with the knowledge of the truth, which obviously that got corrupted. So we see what we see today, because the ones in power know the truth, but they're misusing it. Yeah. So in the conspiracy theory series, there's 10 books available, and basically about this series, conspiracy theories are everywhere. They are shaping the world. Are they mad, bad, and dangerous to know, or exposing what the elites want to conceal? Come and discover all about conspiracy theories. What's the truth about adrenochrome? Is it a Nazi plot? Does the Mandela effect show us what God's great plan is? Do the Illuminati have access to the miraculous blood of Jesus Christ? Is there a plot to remove cash from the world? Is wokeness a sinister conspiracy theory against normal people? Or is wokeness a sinister conspiracy against normal people? Are liberals and conservatives at war? Is God the subject of a Christian conspiracy theory? Is AOC destined to become president? Will there be a war between California and Texas? Does the devil use Tinder? Is he more successful at dating than Jesus? Is soccer a giant conspiracy in favor of the most powerful teams? All will be revealed. Oh, fucking A. So, this book that I am about to get into that I haven't even got into yet is part of this conspiracy theory series that the Pythagorean Illuminati wrote. Who are the Illuminati? And they, through that, they definitely they definitely they definitely explain about the conspiracy theories, because they're addressing the conspiracy theories in this work. And this just the synopsis of the series is pretty tremendous, because it explains. I'm just because the Illuminati's information is my source, my guide of everything. And right now I'm trying to get back to the synopsis of what they said about the series. Because conspiracy theories are everywhere. Everybody's talking about conspiracy theories. It is like another religion. You get involved in conspiracy theories, something's going on, so you start questioning stuff, and then that takes you into conspiracy theories, and then you do open up Pandora's box. You do take the red pill. You definitely travel out of the world of common day into the extraordinary world, which is out of dream world, which is out of the matrix, everyday 9 to 5 job. Reality is this like Gregorian calendar, celebrate holidays, everybody collective, thing on what like reality is, which is not actually what the truth is. And conspiracy theories are shaping the world. There's so many conspiracy theories out there right now, and you go through them when you want to know the truth, which is a point that every soul is going to get to, because the powers that be have been feeding us a lie, to brain control, brainwash, mind control us about like reality is, which is created this reality that we're living in, that's like perpetual war and chaos, confusion, people not having knowledge, that's keeping us in a an edge of tomorrow scenario, Groundhog Day scenario, where we have to escape out of like through enlightenment, which the Illuminati are definitely the guides of that, like the organization, because all these books explain everything you could ever want to know about anything. So they tell about adrenochrome, which they talk about in the adrenochrome conspiracy. I read that book, and I've been talking about it in my other works, about how the drug that they make, allows them to access a whole counter reality, a whole nother reality, Omega world, which is actually called Counter Earth, which actually exists, that actually we are merging with, which is actually what this next book is about. Like the Bible, this book, the Bible, predicts the Mandela effect, is how we're merging with Counter Earth, because I've been able to get access to it and analyze it, and they actually talk about Counter Earth, which is called Antichon, which is actually the name of the final degree of the Illuminati. And I would only be able to be putting all this information together if I was part of the Illuminati, if I studied their work, because you're not going to hear anyone else talking about what I'm talking about right now. So, except for the Illuminati. Do the Illuminati have access to the miraculous blood of Jesus Christ? One of their books in this series is about that. And, I'm just like trying to explain books right now. But I don't know enough about that one enough to get into it. But is there a plot to remove cash from the world? Obviously, that's what they're doing. If you use cash, they can't trace you because they're trying to watch everybody. That's part of Big Brother society. So that's part of what the banks are doing. And yeah, they're trying to remove cash from the world. So that's what we're experiencing too. Is wokeness a sinister conspiracy against normal people? Yes. I'm not going to get too far into that because I don't want this video to get banned and 27 minutes worth of work to get into it. But, I'm not promoting either side, the conservative or the liberals, because I'm with the Illuminati and I understand both sides. But yes, wokeness is coming through the democratic liberal side, and it is a sinister plot. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important that we recognize that as a people of our nation and stop that from happening, and actually supporting Republic, which is what Donald Trump supports. So is God the subject of a Christian conspiracy theory? Yes, definitely, because using God is a Christian plot conspiracy theory. They go about all of this information in the Armageddon conspiracy, and everybody's using God, but to promote their beliefs, which is but as time goes on, this breakdown of who God is and who God supports is going to be recognized more and more as we fight. But then there is actually that's why my next book is called I Will Fight No More Forever, because it is actually about the future when people are going to be tired of fighting, and it's going to stop. That's what the future is people are going to get tired of fighting, and then it's going to stop. People are only fighting because they've been brainwashed and mind controlled into fighting. But soon, people are going to be tired of fighting, and it's going to stop. And then we're going to solve all of our problems when that happens. Is AOC destined to become a president? AOC is Alexandria Acosta-Cortez. She is a Democrat liberal. She is part of California right now, but right now, the Illuminati are definitely coming from the future, and their books are coming from the future. So they are actually, through a thought experiment, they're like asking these questions, but really they actually know what the fuck is happening. So they have seen Alexandria Acosta-Cortez becoming a very prominent person in the future, because in actually the book 2044, a war between California and Texas, they actually explain all of this though, and that's why they said, will there be a war between California and Texas? Because obviously that's what's gonna happen. And they explain that in the book. In 2044, will there be a war between California and Texas? Because that's obviously what we're looking to. But if people from the future came back and started revealing this from the information, it's either going to be detrimental or it's going to be helpful. But right now, this information, it's like we need to prevent war, civil war from happening. That's why I know this whole future time, like that's what we're trying to do, is prevent it from happening. So that's why the Illuminati are even bringing that information into this sphere, is from stopping it from happening. And actually, the one way we can stop it from happening is from Trump becoming president. Because if Kamala Harris becomes president, there will be a civil war. So that's a nexus point in the timeline. So we got to stop the civil war, and that is through actually a republic being instilled and not an empire. Because if an empire is instilled on a people, there's going to be civil war. There's going to be war, and that's actually what Trump is trying to do, is restore the republic as a tribune for the people. Does the devil use Tinder? Is he more successful at dating than Jesus? So that's acknowledging, 32 minutes. I'm definitely not even going to get into the book. But, it's talking about the devil using Tinder. Obviously, malevolent forces using Tinder, to, like, through sexual, lust and like, sin or whatever, making connections, disrupting the divinity. The devil is working through Tinder. And that's one of the corporatocracies. Tinder is one of the corporatocracies. So the devil is definitely working through Tinder. So it's funny because social media to me is like, I'm becoming, for me, it's a tool to get the truth out. Like, I'm not dependent on it anymore. It was like a time in my life where I was like, it was good to have that connection or whatever to people, but it's like, it's not real. It's real in a fact, it matters how you use the tool. Like how many views I was getting, like how popular I was, like when I had an ego, before I went through my enlightenment phase, that mattered. I was like, oh my God, how many views am I getting? Like, how many people am I reaching? How much of a difference am I making? But the more and more I get into truth, the more and more I realize, the fact that I'm just doing this work, speaking my voice, I don't give a fuck how many people see this shit. I'm just gonna keep using this tool to express myself, without getting shadow banned, which is what part of the corporatocracy does, which is basically like, they actually did it in the Inquisition. They used this the heretics fork. They used a thing called the heretics forks, where if you were speaking the truth out, like, this is all fucked up and we're getting enslaved, and you would you wouldn't be able to speak because they had a fucking device that stopped you from doing that. So that's the day and age we're living at again, and that's what like shadow banning is. So this is the time that they're trying to stop us from remembering our divinity, and that shit ain't gonna fucking happen because I'm about to William Wallace this shit, because I am knowing more and more every day about the truth of my divinity through illumination, and I'm gonna get that out through each and every person through the means of the internet, and then plus my everyday life, because I'm gonna be the example of the light coming through me. So that is, I haven't got into the book yet. The Bible predicts the Mandela effect, but you know, I will get into that the next video. But you know, I just gotta take care of one thing at a time, because that's what time and space is all about. Until next time.